people them now the actual indictment document is for Eric Tataw where he be indicted as Nafisian for here on the 24th of April 2025. Eric Tataw he be indicted by the District of Maryland Court. Okay, so I will read the indictment for now as Nafisian for here the talk say in the United States District Court for the District of Maryland, the United States of America versus Eric Tataw, aka the Garri Master, aka stands for also known as the Garri Master. So Eric Tataw na the defendant. So when I see for here the talk say na the charges and this way the charge conspiracy to provide material support. This one at the law number 18 USC 2339 alpha. Material support to terrorist organization. So if you input this for a search engine or Google search engine or whatever search engine you use, just type in USC 2339 alpha. It will bring you that information as Nasiam. They charge you with providing material support to terrorists. So this one are terrorism related charges. They charge Eric Tataw with providing material support to a terrorist organization. They also charge him with interstate communication of threat to kidnap or injure when 18 USC 875C, and also they talk about forfeiture in accordance with these other United States statutes or the laws. But before I continue for read this document for una go see I'm saying now the case number that when 1:25-CR-00129-GLR, and my official and the file on the 24th of April 2025, and this one at page 1 of 18. So make we continue. So the document it continue for talk say the indictment count number 1. Conspiracy to provide material support to a terrorist organization. For part 1 for here, they just give a background story, say Cameroon, is then for Africa, and you get 10 regions, you get Northwest and Southwest where they talk English, and the other one them they talk French. So the English region they call them say Anglophone, and the other regions where they talk French they call them say Francophone. So that one are the background story. And then they continue for talk say the United States of America and Cameroon are at peace with each other. So there is no conflict between America and Cameroon. Point number 2, the talk say. So for point number 2, the talk say certain members of the Anglophone regions of Cameroon are seeking the secession of the Northwest and the Southwest regions of Cameroon to form a new country they call Ambazonia. Now we're there for page 2. So for continue, for page 2, the talk say you get armed separatist militias, them way they need to just attack Cameroon military, but they intentionally attack civilian population for Cameroon in an attempt for force the Cameroon government and intimidate Cameroon government for allow the Anglophone regions, they made a divide, made a secede, go form a different country from Francophones them. So these so-called separatist fighters, they frequently refer to them as Amber Boys them. The violence involving the Anglophone separatists in Cameroon is often referred to as the Anglophone crisis. So for paragraph 3, the talk say, at all times relevant to the indictment, the defendant, Eric Tataw, also known as the Garri Master, was a citizen of Cameroon residing in Maryland and a prominent member of the Cameroonian diaspora with a large social media following. Eric Tataw sought to raise funds to support the Amber Boys in carrying out violent attacks in Cameroon and called for the murder, kidnapping and maiming, aka garrying. For tell una say they know say Garri. To Garri means to maim. For maim means for cut person in hand, cut person in body parts. So basically, what they talk now say Eric Tataw will raise money for fund Amber Boys that violent attacks against civilians and the destruction of public, educational and cultural property in Cameroon. So these two paragraphs, then paragraph number 4 and paragraph number 5, will be very important because they talk about unindicted co-conspirator 1 and unindicted co-conspirator number 2. So the talk say, unindicted co-conspirator number 1 is being a citizen of the United States where he been a part of the Cameroonian diaspora in Maryland, and the unindicted co-conspirator number 2 na Mark Bara, when a native of Cameroon residing in Belgium or the United Kingdom. Now it there for United Kingdom, but back then for 2019 it be there for Belgium. So now Mark Bara they talk about. So As I tell una, na the co-conspirators them that. They don't really start name them. Some of them, they talk say unindicted, but there are current ongoing process for make sure say they be indicted. Now, why the way all of them, they panic right now, my country people them. Ma just tell una straight away, this co-conspirator number 1 where they talk for here, na Christensia Asong, and co-conspirator number 2 where they talk for here, na Mark Bara. But many of them, they go down. Maybe not only these 3 where they name them for this document. Many of them go down. So for continue, they talk about the manner and the means of the conspiracy. So for paragraph 6, they talk about the manner and the means by which the defendant and his co-conspirators sought to accomplish the purpose and object of the conspiracy, included, amongst others, the following. Paragraph 7. Eric Tataw and his co-conspirators used social media platforms such as Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter to call for the murder, maiming, and kidnapping of civilians in Cameroon, including both ordinary citizens as well as civilian members of government. In particular, Eric Tataw and his co-conspirators targeted those believed to be working for or collaborating with the government, sometimes referred to as blacklegs. Ha ha! Blackleg don't enter American dictionary for court. Including municipal officials, traditional chiefs, and employees of the Cameroon Development Corporation, the CDC, a government-owned company that grows, processes, and sells bananas, palm oil, and rubber. So Eric Tataw personally authored hundreds of social media posts in which he called for attacks against Cameroonian civilians, and he raised money for buy weapons and also threatened people where ECM say that they cooperate with Cameroon government. Now the American government they talk, no be una countryman. They talk say the social media posts they will be regularly viewed by tens of thousands of people them, including the Amber Boys themselves and their leaders them. And Eric Tataw it be the ask people they say, una share. It be the encourage people them for share and disseminate that radicalization and incitement. So for paragraph 8, they talk to Eric Tataw and his co-conspirators them they will direct the maiming of civilians in Cameroon by the severing of their limbs, a practice that Eric Tataw called garriing, in reference to a popular African food known as garri. These people, they don't do their research. They like say they don't watch my videos. Of course they watch them. So they talk about garri were being made from fried mashed cassava tubers. So Eric Tataw used the phrase small garri for refer to removing fingers and small appendages, and the phrase large garri to refer to the removal of large limbs or killing people. Eric Tataw reveled in his self-titled name known as the Garri Master or Master of Mutilation. Paragraph 9 talks Eric Tataw and his co-conspirators them, they also called Ghost Town. Paragraph 9 talks Eric Tataw and his co-conspirators them, they be called for ghost towns in Cameroon, where it means the prohibition of school attendance, businesses and commercial activities, government functions and travel in specific towns on specific days, and threatened to punish anyone who violated their ghost towns with murder, maiming, and kidnapping. Paragraph 10 talks Eric Tataw and his criminal co-conspirators them, they will direct Cameroonians not to participate in electoral process by voting or running for office, and threaten to punish anyone who violated their orders with murder, maiming, and kidnapping. So for paragraph 11, the talks Eric Tataw and his criminal co-conspirators them, they will raise money for supply weapons, ammunitions, and explosive materials them for Amber Boys them, where they could use them amongst other things for enforced ghost towns and for carry out violent attacks against civilians and also non-civilians. One such fundraising campaign, they call them say, the National AK Campaign, when Mark Bara be started, and that National AK Campaign was designed to arm each Amber Boy in Cameroon with AK-47 rifle. So the talk say Eric Tataw and your co-conspirators them, they raise money through videos the way they post them for social media, and they share those videos them, and also in-person fundraisers the way they ask people them for donate their money, and they also directed contributions to be made to Eric Tataw and also unindicted co-conspirator number 1. Yes, Christensia Asong. Now Christensia Asong they talk and so, or They asked me to send the money to unindicted co-conspirator number 2, Mark Bara. Yes. So the talk said between 2018 and 2020, Eric Tataw and the Amber terrorist fundraisers, they will raise up to 110,000 US dollars, and portions of that money they will send them directly to the Amber boys for Cameroon or neighboring Nigeria. So paragraph number 12, they talk to Eric Tataw and the co-conspirators, they be broadcast threats against civilian population and raise money for buy weapons and other expenses. Eric Tataw communicated directly with the Ambazonia generals commanding Amber boys on the ground in Cameroon, and on multiple occasions, he be personally take credit for the murder, maiming, and kidnapping of civilians by the Amber boys in furtherance of their separatist cause. Fantastic. Eric Tataw go answer. So, paragraph 13 talk about specific allegations where they talk say for July 2018, Amber boys they be kidnapped, beat, and torture 9 traditional chiefs from the area of Boya in Cameroon Southwest region, including Mbanda, chief of the village of Lisoka, who later died as a result of injuries he sustained in captivity. This particular one, Tapang Ivo, as well, go down for this particular murder of this chief. So when I say, when the FBI will come on the ground for Cameroon, they do their investigation, we take them around, they ask questions, they gather, they fax them. Before they go now, they go write these indictments them. When I see them from the indictment, say they don't do a meticulous job for charge Eric Tataw with specific crimes, and they talk about dates, times, names, and whatnot. Okay? So paragraph number 14, they talk say, in or about July the 16th, 2018, Eric Tataw issued a series of audio messages in which he announced a ghost town in the Anglophone regions of Cameroon and warned that anyone who came out of their homes would be garried by Amber boys. In response, several individuals in Cameroon contacted Eric Tataw directly to ask for clarification about the ghost town order. My contributor, before I continue, why would I think say they talk about several people contacted Eric Tataw for clarifications, all of these things? Now, because the FBI, it get access to Eric Tataw, your WhatsApp metadata. They know who he will talk to, when he will talk to them. They get the specific date. See, they talk about the July the 18th, 2018. They get access to all of these things then, all these crimes then, where this shumbu, they don't commit them. Even if you delete them for your phone, they still get access. They could just go for WhatsApp, ask them, say this particular number, give we metadata. They'll give all things where you don't talk about, going back to the very first day where you create that WhatsApp group or WhatsApp page or WhatsApp account. They get the ability for go right to Facebook, the company itself, or Meta, where they own WhatsApp, and they will get all our communications then. So no, they commit crime for Facebook, you think that you will get away with it. You will not. You will not. So paragraph 15 talks on or around the 18th of July 2018, in the video that was shared on YouTube, Eric Tataw justified the recent kidnappings of traditional chiefs by Amber boys in Cameroon Southwest region. Eric Tataw warned that we have 5 more chiefs to arrest. He also threatened victim 1, a business owner in the Southwest region, saying that he's going to be a special Garri case. I will Garri his 2 hands and 2 legs. At that time, when Eric Tataw will talk those things, they talk, say, my name is Eric Tataw. Quote me anywhere. Now me I talk him. See him. See him. The chickens have come home to roost. Eric Tataw talk say, I will marry them again. I will Garri his 2 hands and 2 legs. Eric Tataw went on to encourage people to report suspected spies for the government and warned that the Amber boys would maim them, saying that my name is Eric Tataw. Quote me anywhere, anytime. I will Garri that person. Oh, this indictment sweet, oh, it's sweet. When Eric Tataw be talk all that in them since 2018, I be no say one day this boy go answer. The day don't reach, they don't dawn. This indictment is sweeting me. He say my name is Eric Tataw. Quote me anywhere, anytime. I will Garri that person. So paragraph 16 for here talk say, on 13th of August 2018 or around that time, in another video where Eric Tataw shared for YouTube, Eric Tataw be broadcast, he talks say, the author of the Garri process, he claims that Nayi be the author for Garri process, and he talks say, People, they know what I mean by Garri. Eric Tataw also called for a ghost town in the city of Mamfe the following day, saying that the mayor of Mamfe would be arrested. We are going to apply the Garri process on one of his legs if he acted without the permission of the Amber Boy militias. So this particular threat, where Eric Tataw will be threatened for here, now for the former mayor for Mamfe, Ayuk Takunchong John Sr. So, Pa, your name now a mouthful. It's not easy for pronounce. So now the former mayor for Mamfe will be threatening you for this particular post. So the former mayor for Mamfe, if you hear now, know say the FBI knows about you and the threats and where Eric Tataw it posed them against you, and finally Eric Tataw go answer for your crimes for that particular specific attack and threat where he level them against you. So paragraph 17, it go on for talk say, around the 16th of August 2018, in another video that was shared on YouTube, Eric Tataw announced that election is banned in Ambazonia. Eric Tataw also conveyed that there would be a travel ban in Ambazonia the following week and encouraged people to get the details from unindicted co-conspirator number 2's Facebook page when Mark Bara. He said, when I go get the details from Mark Bara page. And then Eric Tataw warned that anyone who violated the travel ban would be maimed. It be one, it talks say, we will not give Garri to your one hand or your one leg. We will give Garri to your entire body. Oh, this indictment is sweet. This they will give Garri to your entire body. They continue for talk say, they go Garri, they can't Garri way now only your family member, it go come for carry you because that Garri will be too heavy. Oh, those threats, at that time, when I be the panic, when I be the fear for come up for answer when I talk, say, Eric Tataw, don't talk. Eric Tataw, don't talk. And now so to poor una, fear of the unknown, when I lock on ourselves, she don't inside house because of this shumbu. Finally, they go pay for the crimes and those threats that we even make them.
I want to say this very clearly. That the time for jokes is over. I mean, when I say over, I mean like completely over. And this elite don't understand what's going on. That is why, from Monday, they will start getting the heat. I have taken a personal initiative to make sure that they start feeling the heat. They will hear. They will hear from me. And the people of Ambazonia, they will hear. Those elites will hear. Mengo should remember what happened in Binjom. It will happen again to all of them who are in that meeting. I want to say this in my name as Eric Tataw. Quote me anywhere. None of those elites will enter Ambazonia again. None. Now, during or after independence, they will not be able to enter Ambazonia. It is clear. We have already taken the measures to ensure that we go on these elites. Let me be clear here. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for that little interruption. Let me be clear here that these elites who came from Yaoundé to converge on the federal capital of Ambazonia have committed a felony. The crime is a felony, and we will treat them accordingly. Trust me. When I say trust me. I mean, who is Mengo? Who does he represent? Tebetando, Mafani, Mbelamoki, all those people from Yaoundé. Who are they speaking for? That's the question I want to ask. Who are they speaking for? You come to our territory and then you talk about things. My goodness. It is simple. Let me say this. We will put Garri in their houses. They need Garri. Yes. Restoration process, you understand what I'm saying? We will put Garri in their houses. Senator Tabetandu needs Garri in his house. Mengot needs another Garri in his house. Mafani Musonge needs Garri in his house. Melamoki, you need Garri in your house. In your farms, you need Garri. We will give you Garri in your farm. You use Garri as fertilizer. Yes, you will use Garri as fertilizer. All their farms will be Garri. We'll give them enough Garri. They need Garri. They need Garri. Excuse me. This one is a clear message. I'm not mincing my words. I'm saying things that will start happening from Monday. That from Monday, we'll start giving all these elites enough Garri. Whether in Yaoundé, or in Boya, or in Manu, or in the BLM, or in Kupe Maninguba, anywhere we will take Garri to them. They need it. They need Garri. And so they should have this message that we have started the process of Garri, and they will have Garri. They will have Garri and they will partake in the process. They will go through the process. Our elites, the fiscal go strong for Boya. Open their mouth and then they talk nonsense. You know why they talk? Now because they still enjoy some level for peace and security.
Yes, so make we go ahead, make we continue. Now we dey now for page 6, when paragraph 18, the talk say on or about August the 26th, 2018, in a video that was later shared on YouTube, Eric Tataw stated that any child who violated the ban on school attendance in the Anglophone regions would be maimed, warning that give them small Garri. He said give them Garri on his finger, and then demonstrated how to cut off the finger at the bottom of the palm. He said, when we give 100 children Garri on this finger, they no go talk about school. Eric Tataw explained that it was acceptable to hurt stubborn children because when it is war, and there is no school in war zone. In the same video, Eric Tataw criticized elites in Cameroon Southwest. I get that particular video. This particular video where they talk about Eric Tataw, this particular video where they talk about August 26, 2018, 90s, and I'm going to play a snippet of that video for now right now. When I listen to what the FBI they write about. When I listen.
Mommy and Papa, listen for me. Nami, Eric Tataw, Nami, I want to tell you. Say, the issue for school, for mention the word school, for every talk about, further anything about school, not taboo. Na weti, na taboo. Na taboo. When man there for war, they need to talk about school. School not be tiwe with the thinker. In fact, school not ever there for any type of discussion for social media. Now whether we know I can talk about school because it not be thing for talk about. School not be thing for talk about. Because say people not understand what will happen. For me, Eric Tataw, I want to talk say, I don't need for talk when they tell us say that La Republic will go do this for school. No, any Pekin where go school, is they against the rules for Ambazonia. Me they give that Pekin small Garri. Give Garri for one finger. If we give like 20, 50, 100 Pekin them, Garri for that one finger. Did that middle finger so? Give them small Garri me the one and for the finger so. The one. Give the Garri for the finger for the one so. Me want small Garri. Say to go school. When we give them 100 Pekin and Garri, they chop for the finger. When they chop Garri for the finger, none of them will talk about school. Ma tell you one thing. Forget about that noise. When they talk say education will get independent, will be in adult people. Forget about that stuff. Nothing really exists like that one for the world. When people there for war. You know the first time picking for school where others are the fight. Now we are slave for the fight. So if you every cat of fan for come on Facebook and talk. Me like Republic marking X, say no ever can Cameroon, see they get that independence. Now you want to go school. You know we go that school. School not there for Ambazonia. They don't talk, and that is final. School not be discussion. That is on talk about social media at all. Now zero school for inside town or for bush or any place school that exist. For bush send are the worst thing. So when we talk say school not there, it means that school not there. So no way not there. When I talk say, oh, me the same picking them. Which school? Which school? Now I say which school? Any picking way go school for September. Any go school for September. No matter say la Republic will come. We will go give Garri for the one finger. So the middle finger. We go give Garri there. And if he's strong head again, we give Garri for a dominant hand. Me will and go give Papa there for house. And you the Papa will send picking for school. We go give you to Garri. No school, me say no school. No teacher no go school. No principal. No head teacher. No person no go school for Ambazonia. That is final. That is a fact. Any teacher will go school for Ambazonia. Una Garri one hand. Una give Garri me one hand. And me a talk. Call me anywhere, man. Eric Tataw. Una not talk at the top. So they don't keep people them. 7,000. Una sit talk about school. Because school go only profit in la Republic. School go profit in la Republic and that is about Yaoundé. School not be profit you for nothing at this time. You not get nothing but benefit from school.
So when I don't hear from Eric Tataw himself, now exactly that video this way, the FBI they talk about for paragraph 18 for here, when they talk, they even go on to talk about how Eric Tataw they criticize the elites and he threatened them, the elites of the Southwest region. He talks that they collaborate with Cameroon government and he once said their farms, they go Garri their farms them and their house, and exactly what way Eric Tataw talk, said they go burn their properties them down. So evidence there for all of these things them. And I remember when Eric Tataw they talk all these things them, whether now for Garri picking their hands them or for target the elites them for Southwest. At that time, Eric Tataw be think say he be invincible. You say where you be the watcher and you be think say na freedom of speech, right? Right? So America, you don't get freedom of speech now. He only talk for Facebook, oh, but now in this way there for court, he go answer for that talk where you talking for Facebook. Because yes, you get freedom of speech, but there are consequences for that speech. And also, Ayuk Tabe, when I also Southwest man, where Eric Tataw, if they do most of these things them, for Ayuk Tabe in name, say they take Ayuk Tabe go court on this day, make we declare lockdown, make we court picking their hand them. Wait till Ayuk Tabe, he don't ever talk about this. He should be quiet. That man wicked past Eric Tataw self. Because you call yourself leader, and they are doing all these things them in your name. You never ever come on one day for condemn and for talk say no. The picking they be innocent. We're not supposed to target school picking them. No. Ayuk Tabe should be quiet. All of them, all people, the Mark Bara, the Tapang, the Kaput, and all of them, they either should be quiet or they even encourage more of that nonsense. So all of them, they will pay one by one. So we'll continue my contributor. We'll go for paragraph number 19 now. This one too now, big one. So paragraph number 19, now a big one too, the talk say, on about September the 3rd, 2018, in a video that was shared on YouTube, Eric Tataw warned on or about September the 3rd, 2018, on a video that was shared on YouTube, Eric Tataw warned that all those who went to work for the local government in Southwest Region's Boya subdivision would be kidnapped and maimed, as would their family members. Of course, it targeted their family members as well. And they actually quote what we talk. They say, if you go to that council, we will arrest you and we will make sure that we give a bit of Garri to you. If you go to the council, we will go to your house and take your family. We will take your children. We will take your sister. We will take your wife. We will take your brother. Eric Tataw added that he had spoken to the Amber Boy militia in that area and they know what to do. So if you are a worker in Boya, listen, if you go to work, when they catch you, you will be garried. Full-fledged Garri on your two hands. The Garri Master go answer, he go answer. So paragraph 20 in a short one, the talk say, around the 31st of October 2018, Amber Boys attacked and cut off the fingers of victims at CDC and the CDC farm in the town of Sikod in Cameroon Southwest region within days after Eric Tataw's photo of. So paragraph 20, it talks around the 31st of October 2018, Amber terrorists attack and cut off the fingers of victims at CDC and the CDC farm around Tiko for Cameroon, the southwest region. And within days, Eric Tataw posted a photo of victim 2 at the hospital with a bandaged hand. So at the Teruna, these things they get the metadata. They tell una the date when Eric Tataw will post that picture for Facebook. It means that they don't go for Facebook, they get their metadata. They know whether Eric Tataw, whether they be done unpublish that Facebook page or not, whether they be done Eric Tataw be done delete that post or not. These FBI agents, they still get those details because they don't subpoena Facebook and they go inside their servers and they retrieve all of this information. Now, why that way they can't tell when wait away it will happen for October 2018. So within days after that, Eric Tataw will post that picture of that man with the bandage in hand. How he get them? One, now he talks to me the Garri the people the way they go for CDC. And then 2, they actually go Garri the people there. And then 3, now he be the first one where he posts the pictures of the people the way they Garri their hand. Where it means that now he get direct command and control over the picking them on the ground where they record people their hands them. Fantastic. Now evidence that for now. So paragraph number 21, it talks around January 2019, Eric Tataw and the co-conspirator number 1, when Christensia Asong, your own indictment they come, and co-conspirator number 2, when Mark Bara, your own indictment to the camp. So they launched a fundraising campaign known as the National AK Campaign, where we don't talk about them. And they also refer to as one man, one gun strategy, and they began seeking donations for the purpose of supplying every Amber boy with an AK-47 rifle. Oh yes. So we'll go on for paragraph number 22. They say February 2019, in a video that was shared in YouTube or on YouTube, Eric Tataw solicited funds for the National AK campaign and explained that the donations would be used amongst other things to enforce ghost town orders in the southern Cameroon. Paragraph number 23 paragraph number 23, the talk say around the 10th of March 2019, Eric Tataw will record a message for Amber Boy General Lekiaka Oliver Field Marshal, whom Eric Tataw addressed by his nickname, the Field Marshal. So Eric Tataw will be asked Oliver whether he should pass a message to workers in Southwest Cameroon's Lebialem division, warning them that if they wanted to return to work, they should bring their coffin. So Eric Tataw said, just leave me the voicemail, then I will send the news out. Fantastic. So on 26th of March 2019 or around that time, Eric Tataw again, he received a message from a representative of the Menchum County in Cameroon's northwest region containing photos and videos of weapons, including AK-47 rifles and rocket-propelled grenades and RPGs. In one video, Amber boys discussed weapons they had received, referring to firearms as sugar canes and ammunition as granules or G-nuts. When I think when I will talk G-nut, sugar cane, because FBI they stupid, they don't know. Or when I will talk say Garri, because FBI they stupid, they don't know what I mean by Garri. Sugar cane, G-nut, granite, sticks. Now FBI just tell when I say we know what that means, yeah, idiots. So Eric Tataw posted one of the photos received to his Facebook, along with the caption that said, Ambazuna independence fighters confirm receipt of several RPGs and AK-47s. So they confirm that they don't receive. So now they tie in the loose ends. Because now one thing for accused Eric Tataw say he don't raise money for sending for Amber boys them. Now another thing for prove them. Now another thing for prove them say the money be specifically for go buy guns. So when I see how these people, they be meticulous, they didn't just make accusations them, but they get evidence for back them up. So now they get evidence for talk. Say, 1, you actually talk and say, made the Garri people them. 2, they actually Garri the people them. 3, now you actually post the evidence after they don't Garri the people them. And then now they come for the weapons. They say, you don't do live broadcast. They talk say, when I want for raise money for National AK campaign for buy AK-47 gear for Amber boys them. Because Eric Tataw go talk say, I was just joking. If he talks, say that one I just play, and just lie. Besides, I will just make that video so, and then it end for the no. Because the FBI knows say now your defense that way if you can use them for court. Now why that way they go the extra length for sure say you never just talk say when I want for raise money for buy AK-47, but you actually raise the money. Now why they talk say 110,000 US dollars because they know that when they enter inside the bank accounts, they don't see the money, they know exactly who will donate, how much they donate, when they donate. And they know exactly when you will transfer the money sent out for armed terrorism for Nigeria and for Cameroon, how much you transfer and send out for them, who receive them. And then again, they get the evidence, the pictures, the videos, and the post where you make them. After you don't deliver the money for them, they buy the materials, them, they guns them, and then they send you the evidence for confirm. As you yourself, you don't come post them for your talk say, you talk them for your security. Ambazonia independence fighters confirm, say they don't receive the RPGs and AK-47. So when I see how they tie the loop, so you know we just can't make noise for Facebook about raising money to buy guns, but you actually raised the money, you actually bought the guns, and the guns were actually used to kill people. That is a crime. And you will pay for it. So paragraph number 25, it talks about April the 9th, 2019. In a video that was shared on YouTube, Eric Tataw again threatened violence against anyone. So for paragraph number 25, they talk about the 9th of April 2019. In a video where they shared on for YouTube, Eric Tataw threatened violence against anyone who ran for office in Cameroon. So if you want for seek political office for election, Eric Tataw talks say, my name is Eric Tataw. Quote me anywhere. Any parliamentarian, senator that will dare to go to talk about any election in Southern Cameroon, the councillors that will put their names to vote, we are going to garri that person. In case we find your name on the electoral list and we can't lay hands on you, we shall search for your child in school. We shall search for your wife in the market. Oh my God, this guy. In short, we shall look after you everywhere we can and kill you. He actually, for the one, he talks a kill. He not even talks a garri. It's a kill you, garri your farms with whatever it contains, be it palm trees or cocoa or plantains. They go garri your farm. Okay. Well done, Eric Tataw. You're doing very well so far. This is very entertaining. I think I get that video. I think I get that particular video where Eric Tataw will make these threats. When I listen.
The regional, parliamentary, or whatever elections will not hold in Southern Cameroon. If it means that we would garri each and every one parliamentarian and his family members by extension, now in Southern Cameroon, if you have anybody who is a councillor, who is a parliamentarian, who is a senator, a mayor, anybody. See, listen, let me tell you something. From their houses, to their plantations, to their properties, to anything that they own in Southern Cameroon, we will garri it. We will garri it. Let's be very careful. I want to revamp the word garri. I am very sure. Listen, my name is Eric Tataw. Quote me anywhere. Quote me anywhere. I'm the one who is saying it. I am the one who is saying it. That any parliamentarian, senator, that would dare to go to talk about any elections in Southern Cameroon, the councillors that will put their names to vote the parliamentarians, the senators, anybody that will receive any gift from any parliamentarian, we are going to garri that person. That is a fact. Listen, there's going to be what we call the application of mass garri process. Mass. And it will be extended. If you are a family member or family members to any parliamentarian, any senator, listen, we are not joking. Restoration forces will take any strict instructions to ensure that we neutralize any parliamentarian who has the ambition, any politician who wants to push the agenda of this demonic regime in Yaoundé. Let Pa Mokete know for a fact that we know that they thought they could manipulate us. When the likes of Victor Mengot, they sit in Yaoundé, they say they are doing whatsoever to contain separatists in Manu. The other Lifakas and the rest, and the Nalova Yongas, they say they want to do whatever to contain separatists in Fako, the Mbelamokis, and all their Tanganjis. Lesson number one, my country people talks about it. Listen, whether or not you accept my country people is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong. So, Ambazonians will thank my country people for this wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
So for paragraph number 26, Eric Tataw on the 10th of May 2019, video where they share on for YouTube, Eric Tataw, he warned all the traditional chiefs them, said they must obey the upcoming lockdown order or they will meet with a special Garri. He talks, if you go out, you'll be knocked out. We, the soldiers of the revolution, are going to enforce the decree. Any chief or any civilian or subject that goes out, this is war. We have no alternative measure. You go out, you will be garried. That is it. Oh, Shumbude. They don't go to America. They think that they grow horns. They just order any man, including chieftain, any man. They just send orders. Time don't reach for answer. So paragraph number 27, it talks for June 2019, the Amber boys, they kidnapped some chief, just like Eric Tataw, it will instruct them. And then paragraph number 28, it talks for August 2019, for some video where they share for YouTube, Eric Tataw, it will ask people for raise money, for give you money, for reinforce the ban on the school attendance in the Anglophone regions, and it threatened for kidnap, maim anyone where it violate that ban. Eric Tataw talks, my name is Eric Tataw. I am called the Garri Master. Anybody that will be seen going out there will be garried. There is going to be no school, and that is the new law of the land. Because my name is Eric Tataw, I just decide. Some bastard picking where mommy pick up for corner road. They don't know he real papa. He grow up just because of the benevolence of ordinary people and for condemn. Now why the way people and for condemn they talk say we don't know the picking. So no be condemn picking. He mommy come out condemn, but God knows who say papa come out. Now the person that way, he don't just come on now. He talks that this is the law of the land. He don't just don't for your parlor. Pick a mobile phone, put them, connect internet. Tell when I say don't decide law for land and all when I must respect them. No parliament, no debate, nothing. This is the law of the land. Oh yeah. Cameroonians, they don't so far. They don't so far. Paragraph number 29 talks around 15th of August 2019 and 18th of August 2019 or around that time, through an encrypted message platform, Eric Tataw communicated with an Amber boy, a leader and a financer representing the so-called Fako division in the Southwest region. The Fako representatives acknowledged receiving $1,000 from Eric Tataw on or about the 18th of August 2019 to enforce the ban on school attendance in that region. So they get evidence. And this person, when they talk about Fako, whenever when I hear they talk about Fako, they talk about Fombat Diodone. Now the person that they talk about, now another co-conspirator that it there for UK, we will make sure say we smoke it too. So when they talk about an encrypted social media platform, what's how they talk them again? They talk say encrypted messaging platform. They talk about WhatsApp. Okay, so through WhatsApp, Eric Tataw will talk with Fombat, and he confirmed say they don't receive $1,000 from Eric Tataw. So they get the evidence. Say you not just talk say you go raise money, but you actually raise money. You not just talk say you go send the money, but we get evidence say you actually send the money, and the rest we know exactly what they do with that money. So paragraph number 30, they talk say on or about February the 10th, 2020, Eric Tataw announced on Twitter that Amber boys had burned the vehicle of victim number 3, a deputy mayor of Manfe, which is the capital city of Manu division of Cameroon Southwest region. So all of this information, the mayor of Manfe they go corroborate him, and if they need it for fly to America for testify, we can make that happen. So the indictment continue. It talks the Eric Tataw be warned, say amber terrorist them, say 11th of February 2019, say any person they see for outside na enemy, me the Garri, is a this is war. So paragraph number 31, they talk say for May 2020, May the 10th, in a Twitter post, Eric Tataw be announced Amber boys them they don't shoot and kill the mayor of Manfe, Ashu Presley Ojong. Oh, I remember this grandfriend, young guy. This guy even being a junior man, you know. Ashu Presley Ojong. May his soul rest in peace. The man be even go help ye people them for go help Amber boys where they talk to the one for surrender. He instead go enter na for an ambush, a trap where they be trappy. Oh, so sad. So, like they talk, May the 10th, 2020, Eric Tataw post for Twitter, say, Mayor for Manfe, Ashu Presley Ojong, it don't be murdered. The announcement was made before the Mayor Ojong's death and had been publicized by major news outlets. In a video shared later on YouTube, Eric Tataw displayed a video on his cell phone that he described as a fresh video of the Mayor Ojong's house as people are crying. So Eric Tataw warned that we will move systematically and we will stay on soft targets. See? Soft targets. They need to go after the military, they're going after civilians. Mothers and fathers who are principals, who are delegates, who are tax collectors, you see how people are dying. So when they tell you not to go somewhere, you shouldn't go. So they intimidate their own people them, kill their own people them. For force, Yaoundé, man we no first even know what they do, so make you independent. Hi. Anglophones they don't suffer. So paragraph number 32, the talk says on the 10th of May 2020 again, for Twitter, Eric Tataw be threatened to take action against victim number 3 if that victim number 3 took over the office from the deceased mayor. So I think they're talking now about the current sitting mayor for Manfe. Eric Tataw go threaten the mayor, say make him not take that office. Of course they take him. What can he do? So Eric Tataw will write, and the quote where we write the quote it talks say, this is victim number 3, one of the deputy mayors of Manfe. It will be in the best interest of his family members and friends to counsel him or anyone else to decline taking up any such position as the replacement for the deceased mayor, Ojong Presley. It's against the law and we will act. All that noise. So, paragraph 33, on May 11, 2020, in a Twitter post, Eric Tataw provide another photo of victim number 3 and threatened to murder victim number 3 if he took over as mayor of Manfe. So the quote Eric Tataw, it talks that my counsel to victim number 3, when I'm mayor of Manfe, is very limited. He is the deputy mayor of Manfe under Cameroon's corrupt dispensation. If he takes office from deceased mayor Presley Ojong, I will immediately take him out the very next day with the full force of the rebel that I am. My promise. He hashtag I'm saying I promise. It is threatened directly. So they don't just talk about a year. So they talk say on this date at this time for Twitter. Now exactly what it is where you write down about this particular person where you name now this and this victim number 3. They call it victim number 3, but they get the real name. So make una know now so they write indictment. They be meticulous. They be very detailed. Okay. So it go on. Eric Tataw go on for talk say. He provide another picture of victim number 3 and announced that he had ordered victim number 3 to be arrested. Eric Tataw talks, I have ordered the arrest of Mayor, victim number 3, one of the deputy mayors of Manfe. It will be in the best interest of family members and friends to counsel him or anyone else to decline taking up any such position as replacement for deceased Mayor Presley Ojong. On or about June the 7th, 2020, in a Twitter post, Eric Tataw threatened to murder the councillors of Ayumujok, a town in Manyu Division, roughly 30 miles from Manfe. So Eric Tataw, a writer for Twitter, say, Ayumujok, it beget 25 councillors, 2 they die, 1 resign, and the other 22, He said, I have instructed that all the 22 should be taken out during the session where they go hold their council meeting. Oh, they threaten people then. So for paragraph number 36 for here, the talk say, on or about the 11th of July 2020, for Twitter, Eric Tataw will take credit for special operation in Bamenda, Cameroon's northwest region, shortly after Amber Boy they carry out an attack where they kill one police officer and 3 others to be wounded. Eric Tataw writes say, in my show before last, I ordered special operations in Bamenda. I promised between Friday and Tuesday, and today, Saturday, the 11th of July 2020, a special force that I ordered has carried out special tasks in Bamenda. Great job, Ambassador must be free. SIC means spelled incorrectly. So it's a great job, Ambassador must be free. So it take ownership, say it get command and control on the terrorists where they carry guns on the ground. That is incriminating. That is incriminating. I know say some una go think say when una go talk say una the kill police, gendarme or whatever, now una freedom of speech. You're committing crimes. You are criminals. So for paragraph 37 for day, they talk against it for July 2020. Eric Tataw for YouTube and social media, they threaten people and say if they don't respect ghost towns, they warn them. So any man open his shop on ghost town day, they go Garri the person. So now with that talk, Eric Tataw added that 100% ghost town. You disrespect ghost town, you will be dislodged. So for paragraph 38, they say, for September 27, 2020, in a video that was shared on Facebook and on YouTube, Eric Tataw directed Amber Boys to shut down the CDC and to attack anyone who went to work on the CDC's farms. So CDC, Eric Tataw, you go pay. It talks say, if you go to CDC, you will be garried. No more CDC operations in Ambazonia. Eric Tataw, it be explained them say CDC was second highest employer in the government and was strategically important for the government's survival. So when I see now which that way the indictment, it talk for paragraph 39, they say around October the 4th, 2020, for Twitter, Eric Tataw announced say he don't instruct Amber Boys themselves to carry attack against CDC and other targets in Fako and Meme divisions of Cameroon's southwest region. He write say a regiment of the Ambazonian National Army, ANA. Oh, it's a regiment of the Ambazonian National Army, ANA, has been instructed to hit major La République du Cameroon areas in Fako and Meme, and also flatten a total of 8 economic and cash flow spots in Cameroon's government, beginning with CDC, effective immediately. Expect actions in these areas. So this particular post now me I be send them to the FBI, this particular one. So as now see I go post the original. I don't actually post this original post where Eric Tataw be post and where they threatened CDC on October the 4th 2020 for Twitter. Now they post this what they show now for Facebook, and I post them again for Facebook a couple of days ago where Eric Tataw did direct threats them against the CDC. So when I see how important these things the way with the screenshot their atrocities them, and with the screenshot the evidence, and with the broadcaster for social media for inform the FBI and the American authorities them about their terrorist atrocities and their terrorist threats against workers them for CDC and the rest. When I see the pay results. Paragraph number 40 talks say, for the 9th of October 2020, for video where Eric Tataw shared on for Facebook, it threatened for kidnap and kill traditional chiefs where they aid in construction efforts by the government of Cameroon. It instructs the Amber fighters them, so they flatten the palaces of any chief in Ambazonia who is working with the Cameroonian government for reconstruction. So now the same threats in this way, Eric Tataw do Capo Dadiel don't make him, Ayabacho Lucas don't make him, Christopher Anu don't make all of these threats. So now it be incumbent upon we blacklegs them for go find this kind of videos and way Chris Anu implicate himself, and then we share them to the FBI authorities them, and Chris Anu will also be arrested. When I listen to all these kind of threats the way Chris Anu will make him, these are all crimes. My contributor them. When I listen.
This is the moment to confiscate anything and everything United Nations has on the ground in our territory. Every United Nations official or piece of equipment that is seen moving or standing anywhere in Ambazonia must be hurriedly, and I mean hurriedly, confiscated.
Many of you believe we are in war. We are not in war. We are not in war. I am still waiting to see the kind of devastation that I see in Ukraine, in Victoria. How can we convince anybody there is war when there is no devastation? The structures of Ladopulidu, Cameroon are still standing there. The governor mansions are still standing there. The DOs, the mayors, the sonoras, in the CDCs, they are still standing there. You saw Syria, the war in Syria. You saw the devastation. No doubt we begin to wonder, why is the international community not coming to us? Why are they not talking to us? They have not seen any devastation to prove there is war. Diplomats are still leaving Yaoundé and going to Bamenda, leaving Yaoundé and going to Boya, holding conferences. And we say there is war. Let us put our money together and devastate those towns and cities, and let the world media descend upon Ambazonia and tell our story as they do in Syria, as they do in Ukraine, as they did in Iraq, in Afghanistan. That's what we need to do. We need to empower every restoration fighter on the ground. Nothing is, I can't get it. Look at Victoria. I see Biak Bang standing there. That thing should be down, ladies and gentlemen. It should be down. Those of you who cut videos and put out there, cut this one and put out there. I said it. That Biak Bang should not be standing there in Victoria. It should not be there. The governor's mansion should not still be there. The magistrates should not still be there. French-speaking magistrates, the procureur, or they call it procureur de gouvernement or something like that, they should not be there. Those cities of Bamenda, Boya, Kumba, Victoria, they should be looking like we see some of those cities in the Ukraine, ladies and gentlemen. We got to start figuring out a way to bring our plight to the international community. They like to see devastation. They like devastation. They believe, ladies and gentlemen, that is what will bring us attention. Bring down, pull down everything.
So for continue still under that paragraph 40, Eric Tataw say, if you are a chief and you involve yourself in reconstruction, go write your will. That is explicit. It be very clear. Say it go kill the chiefs them, and it don't prove them. Say it get command and control of the terrorists where they carry guns on the ground. So it get the powers for it kill those civilians the way it threaten them. That is a crime. So we look now at paragraph number 41, where Eric Tataw say, for November 2020, via an encrypted messaging platform, now WhatsApp, Eric Tataw exchanged message with Amber Boy Fighter in Malende for Fako Division, where it tell them about targeting a particular banana plantation for Malende. Fantastic. Paragraph number 42. Around December the 13th, 2020, in a video that was shared on YouTube, Eric Tataw threatened for arrest any traditional chief or municipal councillor who voted in Cameroon's election. Fantastic. That is a crime. Paragraph number 43 talks around December the 13th, 2022, Amber Boys they kidnapped 3 traditional chiefs in Cameroon's southwest region, including Chief Ngale Ikome, also known as Ngale Vako, of the village of Dibanda, who died in captivity. Finally, this chief they go get justice because they don't indict Capo Daniel. Finally, this chief he go get justice because Eric Tataw go prison for that murder and incitement to murder those chiefs. Paragraph number 44 talks around December the 18th, 2020, for Twitter, Eric Tataw promised for retaliate against the traditional chiefs who had voted in Cameroon's regional election. It talks let me be clear. By voting during the regional election, all the chiefs made themselves enemies to Ambazonia and declared war on our independence movement. Again, let me be clear. Again, let me be clear. Any chief who was involved in that Again, let me be clear. Again, let me be clear. Any chief who was involved in that sacrilege must leave Amberland or be garried. No apologies. G process. G process na Garri process, of course, we know that. So that one na how way they be planned for carry out that conspiracy. So now they charge. The important part we need for know na paragraph 46 where they talk say, beginning on a date unknown, but no later than April 2018 and continuing to the present with the exact date being unknown in the District of Maryland and elsewhere, Eric Tataw, also known as the Garri Master. I love it. I love how they keep referring to him as Garri Master. The defendant herein did knowingly combine, conspire, confederate, and agree with persons known and unknown to the grand jury to provide material support and resources as defined by Title 18, United States Code Section 2339 Alpha, to provide personnel, including himself, provide currency and monetary instruments, collectively known as money, and also provide property, weapons, and services, knowing and intending that such personnel, money, property, and weapons and services were to be used in preparation for and in carrying out a violation of Title 18, United States Code Section 956 Alpha, specifically a conspiracy to murder, kidnap, and maim persons in a foreign country, all in violations of U.S. Code Section 2339 Alpha, providing material support to terrorist organization. Now in that, I decode that. So for count number 2, as an official for here, now interstate communication of a threat to kidnap or injure. So they refer now, say from around the 10th of May through to 18th of May 2020, Eric Tataw be knowingly transmit and cause to be transmitted in interstate and foreign commerce from the state of Maryland to the country of Cameroon, communications that contained a threat to kidnap and injure the person of another, knowing and recklessly disregarding that the communications would be viewed as a threat to communications made through Twitter in which the defendant threatened to kidnap and injure victim number 3, the deputy mayor of Manfe, all in violation of Title 18. So count number 2 for here, they talk about interstate communication of a threat to kidnap or injure. They specifically talk, say, Eric Tataw, the Garri Master, it be communicate using Twitter and other means for kidnap and injure the victim and threaten to kidnap and injure victim number 3 when a deputy mayor of Manfe, when a violation of American code. So whenever they go post, say they threaten for kidnap the mayor of Manfe or the deputy mayor of Manfe, where today now the mayor for Manfe, that specifically is a crime. Okay? So all the other people, the way they don't threaten for kidnap any mayor, like how Nso Foncha be threatened for kidnap the mayor for Boya, and Christopher Anu be put a ransom for kidnap Mayor Ekema Patrick. If you don't believe me, I come with receipts. When I listen.
My fellow Ambazonians, there is a serious breaking news. Just came to my desk as we are speaking. Very serious. The Ambazonian Self-Defense Council Restoration Forces have arrested Ekema Patrick, the mayor of Boya. Ambazonian Restoration Forces have just arrested Ekema Patrick. He is in our custody, and the ASC Restoration Forces will interrogate him, and his fate will be decided by the laws of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Thank you.
From today, Tuesday, July the 31st, Patrick Ekema ceases from being recognized as mayor of Boya. Nobody is required to take any instructions from him. Besides this, the people of Ambazonia are ordering the arrest of Patrick Ekema with a ransom of 3 million francs for any Ambazonian or any person who will arrest him or offer him up unto the restoration forces. If you cannot arrest him but supply information that leads to his arrest, the ransom will still be yours. This is very, very urgent. Ekema is very dangerous and must be taken off the streets.
All of these people, then we have to go after them. There are consequences for this stupidity, madness, and wickedness. So Nso Foncha, prepare yourself to be arrested. Christopher Anu, prepare yourself. We'll go follow Wuna until there will be accountability. My country people then. So now just count number 2, it be that. Now we go to count number 3, when another interstate communication of a threat to kidnap or injure. This one now charge number 4. So we'll be there for charge number 4, where we'll see for here, where they talk say all those workers them for CDC, where Eric Tataw will use Twitter and Facebook and YouTube for threatening their lives. They go finally get justice, because those threats, they are crimes. Because those threats are crimes under the United States Code section 875C. And Eric Tataw go answer for those crimes them, where they threaten CDC workers them. So count number 5, interstate communication of a threat to kidnap and injure. So the grand jury, it don't look at the... So the grand jury, it don't look at everything, and they say and he accepts say, for October 2020 through to December 2020, the Garri Master Eric Tataw himself, it be knowingly transmit and caused to be transmitted threats for kidnap and injure traditional chiefs of Cameroon, all in violations of this particular American law, USC 875C. So now the 5 counts in that. Each of those 5 counts, they carry a maximum of 5 years in prison. And the first count of providing material support to a terrorist organization, it carry up to 15 years in prison. So they also forfeit, they get orders for forfeiture if they see necessary, say, if fall into that category, they fit seize ye properties. So now what's that way forfeiture it mean? So they also go on for talk about that material support forfeiture. Upon conviction for any of the 6 charges, the way they charge you, if you don't benefit financially from the crimes, then American government, it get right for seize the assets them. So they even take substitute assets them, if it get any, depending on the value, they go seize them for pay for the crimes, if it benefit anything financially from the crimes them. So they don't quote you now all the laws then where it don't broke them, where they go, they charge you, as an official for here. So now Kelly Hayes is signed as the United States Attorney for the District of Maryland, and we also get Matthew Galeotti, where even at the head of the criminal division, the U.S. Department of Justice Criminal Division. Now them sign, dated 24th of April 2025, the sign them. That is it, my country people. Them now the end, now page 18 that, and at the end of the indictment that, my country people them. Thank you plenty for all my way. You don't spend time for listen, and I hope so when I don't learn 1 or 2 things from this indictment, and I hope so when I don't also understand now say for shit on for social media and threaten people them, if it land you for prison. Yes, you get your freedom of speech, but you don't get the freedoms for threatening people them on social media or for incite crimes and terrorism in a different country. So, Chris Anu, Mark Bara, Capo Daniel, Sako Ikome, and all the other people, the way they don't ever contribute money for sponsor Ambazona terrorism for Cameroon, we are coming for you. It is only a matter of time.
Lesson number one, my country people talks about it. Listen, whether or not you accept, my country people is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong. So, Ambazonians will thank my country people for the wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.